Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome replay viewers. Excuse me. Once again, we are at the Long Island Railroad Westhampton station, awaiting the arrival of tonight's Long Island Railroad Train 16, the Cannonball. Cannonball departs on Friday nights during the summer between Memorial Day weekend and Labor Day weekend from New York's Penn Station. Runs express to here in Westhampton. Hello. Dutch Vanderlinde, 154, thank you for joining. I'm back here for the Cannonball tonight. Didn't go last week because of the weather. Andrea, welcome. Welcome to you. Thank you for joining me tonight. Let me walk up to the platform so I can get set up there ahead of the train. It's about 15 minutes away. 12 to 15 minutes from now. Oh, something special to watch out for, 521, okay. All right, let me get set up on the platform again and we'll continue our broadcast. I'm not looking at comments right now while I'm walking. Once we get up the steps, though, we'll be okay. Beautiful weather here. It's got to be about 82 degrees here in Westhampton right now. An absolutely perfect early June day. Supposed to be a good weekend here on the East End. Long Island Railroad train buff 1992. Good to see you. Thank you for joining tonight. .518 and 514. Cannonball at Mastic Shirley. Okay, thank you very much. So that's 15 minutes, 18 minutes. Although at its speed, it has to slow down in East Moriches, but otherwise it's going to be doing 60. It has to slow down at the East Moriches curve between East Moriches and Spionk. It's nominally a 16-minute run for Long Island Railroad trains between Mastic Shirley and Spionk, and then a 6 to 7 minute run from Spionk to Westhampton. Oh, you did? They sent you a horn from the equipment guys in the trail locomotive. Good for you, Andrea. Nassau and Suffolk County Rail fan, hello to you. Thank you for joining. Okay, for folks just joining, I'll tell you I'm at the Westhampton Beach Long Island Railroad station. Actually, it's Westhampton Station and Westhampton Beach Incorporated Village is right across the parking lot here. Part of the station is in Westhampton Beach, and part of it is in Westhampton unincorporated area. Cannonball is due in 5:43, but they're saying it's 2 minutes late, so 5:45. From Westhampton, it will continue to make to the east, making stops at Southampton, Bridgehampton, East Hampton, and finally Montauk, 6:53 tonight. 12 Kawasaki C3 Bilevel passenger coaches, 2 EMD DM30 AC locomotives powering this set. Kind of a gentle, warm breeze out of this west-southwest right now. Oh, 521 has a special scheme once it's back. What did they do? Made a special scheme for perhaps use during the U.S. Open or something like that? The golf tournament coming up here in Shinnecock Hills and on the 15th. Maybe that would. Well, I hope the crew members say hi to us. To all of my good viewers here who join me for these Cannonball live broadcasts. What's the difference between unincorporated and incorporated? Okay, Andrea, that's a very excellent question. So the incorporated village of Westhampton Beach has defined borders. It has its own village government. In other words, it has a mayor and probably a board of trustees, its own police department. The unincorporated area of Westhampton is really governed by the township of Southampton. So there's mail delivery to Westhampton, but they would not have an official village. They would not have a mayor or their own police department. They would rely on the town of Southampton police force. And for government services, the town of Southampton, like road clearance and maintenance of streets and highways and everything like that. So that's essentially the difference, Andrea. It's just like, well, how can I describe it to you? You live in, well, of course the entire city of New York is incorporated, but you live in a section that's pretty much run by the Queensborough, Queens office. Manhattan has its own borough president and government, but of course then you have the city mayor and the city council. I hope I didn't make that too complicated for you, but out here in Suffolk County, there are maybe a dozen incorporated villages, maybe a few more. Ones that come to mind are like Patchogue, Babylon, probably Bayshore, up further west. To the east of us, Southampton is also an incorporated village in the township of Southampton. It gets a little confusing. Mr. Master joining. Thank you. Thanks for joining. We're about 10 minutes away, Craig. He's heading for Speonk right now, between Mastic Shirley and Speonk. That's a good question. Is this the third week in a row for 518 leading? I don't know about last week because I wasn't here. I was here for the first train of the season, Memorial Day weekend, Friday. And then I skipped the second week because of the weather. But with this beautiful weather, I thought I'd come out again tonight. Well, they must like the use of that particular locomotive. Not too many people showing up yet for pickup here, so I don't know how crowded the train is. You would think that with the weather forecast being what it is, that quite a few people would come out east this weekend. Although with New York City schools still open, that cuts back on it. I thought I heard a horn, but I think it's a little too soon for that. With the wind out of the west, we should be able to pick up the horn on the lead locomotive as it gets to the crossing there at Old Country Road, about a mile to the west of us. I'll try to respond to your comments, folks, but I am looking directly into the sun right now, so it's a little difficult to see what's being written on the screen, but we'll do our best. Let me just quickly spin around and show you the platform here. No, nobody's up here waiting to get on that I'm aware of. Maybe one or two people. 6 minutes. All right, that's the cookbook announcement. Oh, there's the horn of it coming through Spionk. I'm sure of that. There's two crossings in Spionk to the west of us. North Phillips Avenue and then Jager Lane. Oh, and here it is already. So the 6-minute announcement was incorrect. There's the headlights of the train. It just rounded the curve by Old Country Road. Very good. So we're up here on time for tonight. I'll try to keep the camera as steady as I can with my 3-axis gimbal device for the iPhone. There's a stretch of track there as he comes up this incline. They always kick up a cloud of dust from the ballast. Okay, bell ringing, right? 5:18. Okay, I think most of you know the routine right now. They will platform the first 6 cars and open up, and then they will conduct a double stop and move the train forward. Again, 12 Kawasaki C3 Bilevel passenger coaches. This is Long Island Railroad's longest diesel train, except that they use the equipment for this for return trips on Sunday now from Montauk as train 6095. But they removed the Cannonball drum heads from the locomotives. Well, there's a good crowd getting off tonight at Westhampton.
This station is Westhampton. This is the train to Montauk. The next station is
Southampton. All right, here we do. The crew is now executing the double stop to platform the rear 6 coaches, open up and let people off on the rear of the train. Let's see if we have our maintenance of equipment crew in the trail locomotive. 5:14. So there is maintenance crew on board tonight, always. All right, people are now getting off the rear 6 cars. We'll hang out up here for a while until the parking lot thins out. $5.18, $5.14. Must have been more people to the rear of the train because the dwell time for the second stop is longer than the first stop. That's for us, folks. That's for all you folks viewing. Well, I got a salute from the cabin, and the MOE man sounded the horn for us. So here is the Westhampton Beach Station parking lot for the arrival of Cannonball. As you can see, it gets a little hectic here on Friday nights. Next stop for Cannonball, as I said, Southampton, followed by Bridgehampton, East Hampton, and finally Montauk. It's busy. It wouldn't be like a holiday weekend, say 4th of July. Although the train is going to run on Friday, the July 3rd. Of course, the 4th is on a Saturday this summer. So that 3rd of July train, I'm sure, will be packed. Okay, everyone, I'm going to sign off now and head back to Santa Mauritius, and possibly I'll be on the air live again Sunday midday at Spionk for 6095 heading west back to the city. We'll see how things turn out over the next 2 days. Okay? Well, thanks for joining me tonight, folks. Take care, everyone. If I can stop it. Where's my end broadcast button? Where did it go?
I always find it amusing when you fly with this.
All right, I'm going to have to walk down into the shade to end the broadcast because I can't read my screen. I'll take you over to my truck. Once we get in the shade, maybe we'll see what's going on with the iPhone.
Oh, hello.
I'm also checking out some other groups.
I knew you were gonna say.
What? I'm also checking out some other groups.
Okay, here's the end button.